President and CEO of GetDismissed joins us now with more on this issue. Steve, you sent us something shocking. You sent us a bunch of information and stuff, but this is the thing that really shocked me. It says 5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting. Just 5 seconds. I'm just looking down, not that big a deal. But this is what you added to it. When traveling at 55 miles per hour, that's enough time to cover the length of a football field blindfolded.
Exactly. Well, think about it. Who drives 55, first of all?
Right,
when you're on the freeway, you're driving
Right.
65, 70, maybe more. So you're going even further. But picture yourself closing your eyes and driving the length of a football field and what goes on during that time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have just scored a touchdown or something.
Yeah.
And didn't even know it.
Right.
Or,
Or an interception.
Not in my football career, but yeah.
Yeah, that is a long way to
man.
go. And so let's talk about the concept of distracted driving. It's not just your phone that is distracting you. What else do we define as distracted driving?
There's all types of distracted driving. First off, distracted driving is anything that detracts you from driving that vehicle that puts other people in danger. And it could be anything visual, it could be anything physical or cognitive, your mind. So let's say a mom has her kids in the back and she's dealing with the kids in the back. That's distracted. Let's say you're eating something while you're driving, or shaving, or putting on your makeup, or listening
No, I've seen it happen. There was a woman in front of me on the freeway putting on her makeup.
I mean, we think of, texting and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but there's tons of different types of distracted driving.
Yeah. You know what I'm curious is when you see someone who's doing that, the temptation is to like lay on the horn, get all waggly fingered at them and stuff.
So double distract them? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, so now they're
Should we
distracted.
just leave it?
Just leave it, because then you're just creating more distractions.
I suppose so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I see people do that, and I just, I'm like, come on, man. Okay, all right, so since we had the hands-free law enacted, have we seen a downtick in this stuff, or is it different? Or
I don't think so, personally. If I can relate it to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, way back in the 80s when everybody started getting an awareness program about drinking and driving. I really think that's what needs to happen now for people to change their mindset, because you can go down the road and you'll see people taking selfies. You'll see people changing their music on Spotify. You'll see people on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. When the original distracted driving laws went into effect 10 years ago, none of that stuff was even around.
Right.
I mean, you had a flip phone that really couldn't do anything but call people. Well, you could text, but take you 3 pushes of that button to get 1 letter.
Yeah.
So what they had around back then isn't what we have now, so the laws had to change, which changed on January 1st.
In fact, what is the fine? I think people have a feeling that the fine is not that big for a distracted driving ticket.
Big misconception. The actual fine is $20, $25, but
That's
in
just
reality, it totals about $160 for your first distracted driving ticket or cell phone ticket, and about $250 for your second one, because every city that you drive in, every county, there's additional penalties and fees that get added onto the base fine. So people think, oh, it's no big deal, but
$25.
it's actually $160 for the first one, and every other one is more.
And that might be the best thing that happens to you, because the alternative is you could kill yourself, kill somebody else, have a wreck, all these horrible things, right?
Absolutely, and if you look at teenage driving, let's say 15 to 19, about 10% of all deaths are from distracted driving. Now, the big thing actually with teenagers and distracted driving is actually people in the back seat or front seat, because even though you might not be on your phone, well, I guarantee you your friends are all on Facebook or Twitter or Snapchatting while you're driving, and you want to see what's going on. You want to hear what's going on.
Right.
So there are more deaths of teenagers from other people distracting them than actually using that phone.
Wow, that is shocking.
Yeah.
I know that that's just the way kids are these days. If you feel you've been wrongly charged with a ticket too, you've got a book. It's called Get Dismissed, No Brain Work Required. It's that simple. We're going to put the link to that on our website on gooddaysacramento.com. Click show info there at the top of the page with more information too about what really the costs are behind being distracted while you drive. Thank you for coming
Absolutely.
in.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you guys.
Appreciate it. Like the glasses, too. Those are nice. All right, still ahead on Good Day.